This video is going to cover section 14.2, which is on the female reproductive system. So in the female reproductive system, the gamete is the egg, also known as the oocyte. And the oocyte is produced by oogenesis in the female gonads, which are the ovaries. And the ovaries, they alternate. There are two, one on each side, and so they alternate in producing one oocyte per month. And ovulation then is the process by which an oocyte bursts from an ovary and enters the oviduct. And here you can see this will be a cross section of the reproductive system in the female. And you can see the different structures that we will be referring to. So the one on the left, then, just want to point out that the urethra in the female is quite a bit shorter than the male, and the urethra in the female it serves only the urinary system, as opposed to the male, which the urethra serves both the urinary system and the reproductive system. Not so in the female. Urethra is for the urinary system only in the female, and the reproductive system is completely separate from that. And then the other diagrams, you can see how the ovaries are situated there, again, one on each side. And so the oviducts, then, also referred to as the fallopian tubes, when the oocyte bursts from the ovary, structures referred to as the fimbriae, they sweep over the ovaries to conduct the oocyte into an oviduct. And the oocyte then is propelled by cilia and muscle contractions toward the uterus, and it lives only about 6 to 24 hours unless fertilization occurs. And fertilization and formation of a zygote will occur, if it's going to occur, it occurs within the oviduct. So the oocyte, when it's released, will live only somewhere between 6 and 24 hours. As we mentioned in the other video, the male sperm will survive up to about 48 hours within the structures of the female reproductive system. And so in order for fertilization to occur, the timing needs to be just right in order for that to take place. So if the oocyte is fertilized, then the developing embryo will implant in the uterine lining, usually about several days after fertilization. And an ectopic pregnancy occurs when the embryo implants outside the uterus, for example, in the oviducts. The uterus is lined with the endometrium, which helps form the placenta of the developing fetus, which houses the fetus during its development. The cervix, it's not labeled on the diagram there, but it contains it's a structure that contains the opening to the uterus and connects the uterus with the vagina. And the vagina then serves as the birth canal, is also the exit for menstrual flow, and it facilitates sexual intercourse. So if fertilization is going to occur, it depends upon the male ejaculating into the vagina of the female, which then will allow the sperm to swim through the cervix right up to the uterus, into the oviducts, and hopefully then fertilize an egg. So you can see the sperm actually have to travel quite some distance in order for fertilization to take place. Again, so here are the female reproductive structures that we've referred to. And so this would be a diagram of the external genitalia of the female, where you have the labia majora, which are the large folds of skin, the labia minora, the smaller folds inside the labia majora, and then the mons pubis, which is an area kind of overlying the pubic bone, of the pelvic structure. And then also we have the clitoris, which is the organ of sexual arousal, and the hymen, which is the ring of tissue that partially blocks the vagina. So orgasm in females then, during sexual stimulation, the labia minora, the vaginal wall, and the clitoris, they become engorged with blood. Again, this is also under parasympathetic nervous system control. The labia majora then enlarge, redden, and they spread away from the vaginal opening. So the vagina expands and also elongates, and lubrication for the vagina is provided by blood vessels in the vaginal wall that release fluid and by mucus secreting glands beneath the labia minora. So orgasm occurs at the height of sexual response. And females, in comparison with males, they have little or no refractory period between orgasms. And so an orgasm can take place within a fairly short period of time in the female. It's interesting to note that fertilization of the egg is not dependent on orgasm in the female. So this is something that that can occur in the female, but it's not completely dependent upon a fertilization taking place. So here again is the structures that we've referred to, and some of the key concepts, structures again, and some of the hormones. So we will then look at the hormonal cycle in the female, and we will look at that in the next video.